Hello. The positives and the negatives of divorce. This is the last in this bite-size video series on how to help the divorce recovery journey. We've looked at new perspectives that you may not have thought of, may not have been aware of, or may have forgotten. And we've also looked at tools to help you along the way. And also some reassurance that you're not alone in this journey and that others have gone before you and you can come out the other side and create the life that you want. Because divorce has a lot of negativity associated with it. You'll have experienced it, you'll have seen it with others, you'll have felt it. And what I wanted to do today was to look at maybe balancing out the role of the negative and the positive when we're faced with a life-changing situation like divorce or relationship breakup. The thing is, we live in a world that is, frankly, predominantly negative, and most people live in a way that is, there are a lot of negative feelings, whether they recognize it or not. A lot of people feel that it's normal because we've been taught to fear things. We've been taught to try and keep ourselves safe. We've been taught all sorts of things, and we've had negative experiences and not been able to get free of them, get out of them, knowing what to do. And so the mind is working from a place of trying to protect us from that negativity. And a lot of people just feel it's, hard just to survive in life. So what if we recognize that actually this is the truth, but we don't of how we've been brought up, but we don't have to live that way. And in a sense, that's what we've been doing on this divorce recovery journey, is reevaluating, well, is this the truth? Maybe our relationship wasn't working. If you look back and see, well, if the relationship wasn't working, why was I there? Or was I denying that things weren't working? So instead, what we want to do is to have a look and see, well, if it's not working, what is it we can do to make it work? As I say, we live in a world that is predominantly negative. So this whole process can seem a little bit alien and different to what we've been used to. But you can see the negativity in the world. Just for example, with the media, which loves to use to give shock and drama and negativity all in stories from all around the world. And sad though that may be, empathy though we might have for all those things that are happening, there's only so much we can do to help other people. And what's really important is that we set our own life on track. What if, say, for example, the media had, instead of all the shock and the drama and the negative stories, what if instead it had positive messages, maybe even stories about how people have uplifted themselves, how they've got through things, educational things. I mean, not educational in a teachy sort of way, but just understanding that there are different ways of looking at things that can actually make life more joyful, more peaceful, more loving, whatever it might be. Wouldn't that would be a totally different world? But the cynics will say that's not going to happen. So what we're going to look at, or what we have been looking at, is, okay, that's not going to happen in the bigger world, but we can make that a reality for ourselves, because we can take control of our own thought patterns, our own situation, and bring that love, joy, peace, creativity, whatever it is we want. We can bring that into our life ourselves. And this series on divorce recovery was hopefully to inspire you to know that is something that you can actually do for yourself. Now, along the way, you may well meet people who go, that you need to, that don't have the same opinions, that they advise you differently, and you may feel that you're needing to go against the opinions and judgments of other people, maybe some of those who are close to you, friends and family. But just bear in mind, they may not have this new perspective or this different perspective that you're beginning to develop, that actually you can do something about it. Because remember, at the end of the day, it's your life. and you're the most important person in your world. So don't stop for anyone or anything. Follow your heart, keep moving forward to creating that beautiful life for yourself. Self-care is not selfish, it's actually generous. You're being generous to yourself and you're being generous to other people as well. Because if you're looking after yourself, you have more energy for others. And as you continue your own self-care, you will see that it's possible for others to care for themselves as well. So we don't have to always jump in and help other people. It's knowing that maybe tough love position of where we're saying, actually, I know that they can do it themselves, or support them, but it's giving people the opportunity to make their own discoveries and find their own responsibility, their own sense of responsibility for themselves. Because ultimately, all adults are responsible for themselves. We're all responsible for ourselves. And that's not that we don't have support or give each other support, but it's always from that position of, this is my life, I make my decisions, what feels right for me. And that may not seem right for you, but it's what's right for me. Or that sort of attitude is going to get you to the place where you're back in control of your own life. So initially, divorce can seem like a negative festival, a neg fest, if you like. But what we're saying is that the underlying issues that caused that situation to happen are showing you aspects in your life that weren't working and giving you an opportunity to say, to put that right and say, I'm going to move towards things that are working in my life. And I honestly think that's why so many people come through divorce when they take this attitude, when they say, I'm going to understand what happened and why and create something new for myself. They come out and they look back and go, I had no idea how unhappy I was, or how limited I was, or what a small box I was living in. I hope this series has given you a few ideas of how you can navigate your own divorce recovery journey. If you want to know more, I've put a free course together and the details are just here. So feel free to sign up for that. I've also written a book called Rise Again After Divorce. Let's see, pop it there. Yeah, Rise Again After Divorce. And there's some more stories and guidelines and tips and shared things in there. My website, drsaragibbons.com, has more information about courses and programs that I'm running. And you can also follow me on Instagram or Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and the YouTube videos here, of course. Excuse me. Or you can contact me at drsaragibbons.com/contact. I wish you all the very best on your own personal divorce recovery journey. And I hope all goes well for you as you continue along this path. So that's it from me for this series, and I'll say bye for now, and I hope to see you again. Bye.